All right, drawing one. How are we doing today? Day 5, and we are going to start drawing on our final pieces of paper. So yesterday I had you guys kind of map out, get your reference pictures in place, like take some pictures of yourself and get kind of figured out like what those images are going to be like, and then figure out from there how those images are going to fit into the frames on your final piece of paper. We need like 3, maybe 4 frames. It kind of depends on like what your idea is or whatever. But like my idea, like I've got kind of, I'm going to split my paper in half, and everybody's going to split their paper. All right, so you're either going to have like 2 images on top and 1 on the bottom, or 1 on top and 2 on the bottom, or maybe we could have it like sideways, like we could have it more landscape. Like it doesn't matter. Either way, like you're going to end up like having your images, like 1 probably on top, 2 on the bottom, or vice versa. Anyways, from here, the next step is to divide up your paper and get that kind of all in place. So we want to have a 1/2 inch border around the outside, but we also want to have a 1/2 inch border between the frames. And so what I'm going to do today is show you guys how to do that, and then once you guys have that in place, you can start drawing. So my paper inside the border that I already have, okay, if I go from top to bottom, is 13.5 inches. Okay, so doing some like simple math, like I want to have a 1/2 inch like strip in between like the top and the bottom. So 13.5, if I subtract, you know, from that 1/2 inch, it'd be down to 13. So half of 13 is 6.5. So my top of my paper, like I'm going to mark off down the side 6.5 inches, and then I'm going to mark 6.5 inches up from the bottom. And I'm going to do the same over here. So 6.5 inches, 6.5 inches, all right? And then I am going to draw my line connecting those across. Remember, you guys, draw light, don't draw heavy. Okay, draw light, draw light, draw light, draw light. And we'll get this line in here, okay? All right, and then, like I was telling you guys, like I'm going to divide my top. So I'm going to have my bottom be one thing, and then I'm going to have the top be 2 separate images. And I kind of want to have like a bigger box of me like sitting there like working on my computer, and then I'm going to have a smaller image of me looking out the window. All right, so I don't know, like this is totally up to you. If you want to divide it completely in half, we could do that, but I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to bias it a little bit. And I've actually kind of naturally got this seam right here, and I don't really want to draw over it. So I'm going to make my border, I think, right along that edge. So I'm just going to measure out, like I'm going to measure a 1/2 inch from that down here, and I'm going to measure a 1/2 inch up here. The key, you guys, whatever you end up doing, is just making sure that you have a 1/2 inch border in between the 2 frames. Okay, so I'm going to just draw a line over on this side too, just for giggles. Okay, but now I've got big frame, 1/2 inch, smaller frame, big frame at the bottom, 1/2 inch dividing that. All right, so pretty darn simple. Math, I know, is a little bit hard for some of you, and so if you, I guess the best thing I can say is I'm not going to nitpick this. Just try to like make sure that you have a 1/2 inch border in between stuff. Try to divide like the top and the bottom completely in half. From there, you guys just, you know, do your best, okay? So once you've got your borders in place, you guys, you can start drawing. And you guys, again, make sure that your subject matter is dominating the space, all right? So like in this picture right here, you know, like I'm gonna have like my computer screen, and I'm gonna have like me sitting behind it, and like whatever. Like I'm gonna make sure that I'm doing this nice and big, right? I'm gonna have this large image over here. Like I'm gonna have me like looking out the window, and like I'm gonna have my arm here, and blah blah blah. Like again, I need to like look at my pictures, but I'm gonna dominate. I'm gonna make sure that my figures are big. And remember down here, I'm gonna have me riding. That one's gonna be the exception, right? Because I want that like area around it. But you guys, with your pictures, make sure you're drawing your subject matter big, like a third or larger, filling that space. Okay. So lately, start drawing out your pictures. And then I won't actually see you guys next week, but I will see you guys the following week. And at that point, you guys, then we can start looking at, you know, spending a few days on drawing the picture out or whatever. Daily share, make sure that I see your image. like your layout here, your 1/2 inch borders, your maybe like some rough, starting to sketch things in place. Start rough, you guys, like how I just did that there, kind of like rough things in and then tighten up your drawings. Okay, don't go in and start carefully like drawing things out and then realize you're making stuff too small. Rough it in, rough general shapes in, and then you guys start drawing, like tightening up your drawings. Okay, using those reference pictures. All right, make sure that you guys are using your reference pictures. So that's about it. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and look at the sun, it's like pouring in here. Yeah, you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you guys in 2 weeks. Make sure you guys that you have all of your daily shares up by midnight on Saturday. That's how you guys are getting graded, so make sure that I'm seeing that. Okay? Awesome. Have a great day, guys. I will talk to you later.